In this video, I'm going to show you how to find hidden products that sell at least $1,000 per day on Amazon using ChatGPT. This AI prompt acts as your own personal research assistant, which means you don't have to suffer the headache of starting from scratch every single time. I'm going to show you the prompt and the step-by-step process to use it the right way. So let's get straight into it and jump over to ChatGPT. I'm sure you've used it a few times at this stage. I mean, a lot of people have, right? But I'm going to teach you how to use it in a very specific way today. So there's lots of different features on this tool, but all we're going to really be worrying about today is regular old ChatGPT. And then we're going to start a new chat by clicking this button here. If you're on your phone, it'll be similar, but a little bit different. I have a little prompt ready to go that I created, and I'm going to talk you through it. It says, give me a list of the 25 non-Amazon owned wholesale friendly brands in the whatever category on Amazon that are currently selling well, are not exclusive to Amazon, so they're not Amazon private label. They're being successfully sold by third-party sellers, can be sourced from legitimate wholesalers or distributors, and have a low risk of IP complaints or brand gating. So this is going to give us a lot of different brands. Now, obviously we have category here, so you could use this in whatever category that you want to do some research in. I'm going to go with health and household just to have a look and see what what ChatGPT come back with. So let's search that. And obviously it's going to take a second just for it to do its thing. And now we have some bits that they've given us. So there's 25 non-Amazon owned wholesale friendly brands. And you could use this for arbitrage as well, if you wanted to use it for that methodology too. So we have Bounty, Nature-Wise, Band-Aid, Cottonelle, Tide, Clorox, Lysol, 7th Generation, Purell, Arm & Hammer. So like a lot of these are definitely ones that we've sold in our wholesale account in the past, and some of them we have not. But I'm just going to go like just a few of them at kind of random and just see what the opportunities look like. So let's look at Nature Made as the first one. I'm going to copy that, jump over to Amazon.com, making sure as well we have a US address here. If you are not based in the US like I'm not, you will need to put that in there, or you're going to get back some weird results because it's going to be on Amazon.com, but going to be trying to use your address. So we're just searching the brand Nature Made, and there's over 100,000 results for anything related to Nature Made. Now, what you want to do to see whether or not these are opportunities is you want to have DS Amazon Quick View installed. So it's right here. It's a Chrome extension. There's other extensions too we have, like our very own Hero Launchpad. That's another thing you can install if you have that already, and you'll get a similar result. But what it'll do is it will actually let you know down here whether it's sold by Amazon. But here's the critical one: if there is more than one Amazon seller selling the product. Now, this item here, it says there are 4 different sellers. So let's just click through into there and see what we're talking about. So this item is sold by Amazon, but also other people are selling it. And there's many different ways we can get the information, but I'm going to just click here. This is in the other sellers on Amazon, just to get a feel for what's going on. There are other tools you could use to do this as well, but I'm trying to use tools that you have access to right now that are ideally at no cost at all. If you're not one of our clients here at Marketplace Superheroes, you probably don't have these things. So here we go. We have this company here, Vida Express LLC. So they are using FBA, it's because it says ships from Amazon, and they're selling for $9.69. So here's another one, Jasmine Alexis LLC. So straight away, we can see there are other people just like you and me, because they're not Amazon, that is selling this brand Nature Made. So immediately, that tells us that Nature Made is a wholesale brand we could potentially get access to because other people are accessing it as well. That's great. So that gives us a bit of a tick, and it shows us other people are trying to sell this brand too, which is exactly what we wanted to find. So we would say that that brand now has been validated because other people are actively selling that exact same brand. Now that's a huge brand as well. Like I mean, there's 100,000 search results right here on Amazon for that brand name, right? Which is, now Nature and Made are 2 different words that may be in multiple other listings, but this brand, I should say, likely do have a lot of results. And we can even use ChatGPT to help us research some of that stuff as well. So that one is one that looks good. I'm just going to pick another one at random. Let's just look at this one, 7th Generation. Straight away, 10,000 results. That's quite a big brand. And we're using DS Amazon Quick View again to see, are there multiple sellers selling this item? And straight away, look, we can see a lot of just sold by Amazon, but this little red thing is not in here, indicating that like multiple sellers are selling this brand. So straight away, I would start to get the feel here for this is not really going to be an opportunity for us, because it seems like Amazon are just selling that one. So that's not of interest. So we would just kind of like move on from that one straight away. We've got Nature Wise, so that's another vitamin supplement company. So we can have a quick look at that one, because we're kind of in that world we were a minute ago with Nature Made. So let's see. So Nature Wise, just 138 results. Now remember, we've no actual gap here. Therefore, we're looking right at this brand, and we're just going to scroll down and see one seller, one seller. So again, lots of one sellers. So that will kind of get the feel for this may or may not be an opportunity. Now here's a brand we've come across just on the side, which is Garden of Life, because we see here 2 sellers. Because remember, it is giving us nature-wise products, but it's also giving us other products also. And if we go in here, we can see this is another company called Garden of Life. They're a huge brand, by the way. I do know that. I'll jump back and let you know they are big while I'm here. It's sold by Amazon, but other people are trying to sell it. But if we actually look at Garden of Life just for a second, you can see that they're huge. And I'm not saying they're an amazing opportunity. I'm just saying that this is certainly a category that is very well known in this space. So look, they have got literally thousands and thousands of different opportunities. This is something that a lot of wholesalers are selling actively right now. And so that would be another potential opportunity. We have so many ones, like obviously Purell. These are well-known brands, and we just do the same process again and again and again, because we're just trying to validate, okay, are other people selling these exact same items? And if so, that could be a potential opportunity for us. So 479 results for Purell. Now we're seeing again a lot of sold by Amazon, right? So really, ChatGPT, it's kind of getting us places. There's 1+ seller. So it looks like this could be an opportunity, but may not be the best one. 2 sellers on that one. Here's another brand straight away that I don't know, Bryotech. In doing even this, we're going to come across other opportunities at the same time. Now, a lot of these big brands, they have, not all of them, but some of them have started to say, look, I don't want other people selling my stuff. So that has happened on Amazon, which is fine. And there's still thousands and thousands of other brands that we can be looking at. So you're going to see stuff like this. So if I was in your shoes using ChatGPT, I'm going to come back now and I'm going to say, okay, look, I've looked through these. So I've looked through these, and some of them were good, like Nature Made, but many others are not suitable for me as an Amazon wholesaler. Now I've got another strategy for you that I've loaded up as well. So that's going to go and do that. Let me give you the second strategy while we're here, right? So I clicked into this seller called Vita Express LLC. I don't know this company at all. This is one of the people that were selling Nature Made. And what you can do is you can just click on their storefront right here. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring you to this seller storefront, and you're going to see the different items that this seller is selling right now. And you're going to see different brands. So Nature's Bounty, we've got ProTech, we've got another ProTech right there, we've got Speedo. They're obviously a huge brand, right? So we could then say, well, they've got Speedo, they've got ProTech. Are these potential opportunities for me? They've got Metamucil. So straight away, like, this is enabling us now to validate lots more brands really, really quickly, because we're looking at a fellow wholesaler and we're seeing what else are they accessing right now, like Olly, O-L-Y. They seem to be doing a lot with them. So that item there, that's an interesting one. It looks like they're on that listing as well. Probably, yeah, they're, well, actually, I think that's only happened. Let me just go to this one. I'm gonna grab the ASIN on this one. I clicked through the store and I was kind of conscious that I did that. I wanted to make sure when I go there, see who's actually selling it. Yeah, so Amazon are on the listing at the minute, but that's okay. But there's lots of other people trying to sell it too. Now, there's ways to check how often Amazon are on it and all that. We'll not get into that for now. But there's Vita Express right there. They're selling for $11.96. Amazon are selling currently for $11.96 as well. Yeah, so they're matching them on price, and currently Amazon are getting the buy box, but other people will get the buy box as the day goes on. Now, this one's got lots of different like pack counts and stuff like that, which is a whole conversation for another day. But what's really interesting about this item, if we just use Hero Launchpad for a second, we can actually see that this one is doing 243 $1,000 a month in revenue. This one little item. So again, that Vita Express, they're trying to get access to a little bit of that revenue by getting access to this Ollie brand. So again, we very quickly found another potential wholesale brand that we could look at. And if we actually search this brand on Amazon, just OLLY, Ollie, we're going to see 453 results. We're going to see that they have lots of different items in lots of different spaces. We're going to see multiple sellers on these items. So straight away, like we're getting into, okay, these could be potentially interesting for us to look at. And a lot of these are 1+ FBA seller that are selling there. Now, Amazon are selling on a lot of these items, and it doesn't mean it's not an opportunity. It just means that Amazon, we're going to compete with them on some of their various different items, which is fairly normal. But again, it's something you will want to look out for. And again, we have lots of videos about that on the channel. And also, if you're enjoying this video, just give me a like and also jump down below and just type in FBA to let me know, number one, you're enjoying it. And number two, it really helps when you comment for the old YouTube gods. So there you go. That's that one. Lots of different opportunities with that brand. And we got there by looking at another seller. And we can pretty much do this like again and again and again, that exact same strategy. So if we looked at this one, for example, let's click into this item right here and we just scroll down. We can see lots of other sellers are selling this exact same item. Of course, I did pick this, this one. So Bomb Brands, there we go. Let's click in here and we can just do the exact same strategy. Click into theirs and now look, we're seeing lots of other brands like Spalding, Yeti, and we just go on and on. It's just like an onion and we just keep going and going and going and seeing more and more different opportunities. They sell a lot of different products, it looks like. So we would get lots of different brand ideas by going in here, and then we just work our way back. Like, how did they get access to this stuff? Like, and some things are interesting. They seem to have CDs and all kinds of stuff. So even in looking through this, we might actually start to see that, well, you know, these are probably doing a little bit of other strategies like arbitrage as well. They may not necessarily only be doing wholesale. They're just selling lots of different items over on Amazon. That's that. Let's go back and see what chat came back with. So we said, okay, so based on current market trends and available data, here is 25 of these different ones. They're selling well, blah, 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 blah. So we have Element, we've got Physician's Choice, NutriCast, Liquid IV, Dude Wipes, Optimum Nutrition, Quest Nutrition. So that's cool. And we would just do the same strategy that we've been talking about. I've already given you a ton of ways to get a lot of different brands, by the way. So these were in the first list as well. So let's go and take a quick look at them and see, all right, is AI going to help us at all find some interesting brands? So we've searched them. We're going to wait and see what comes up here with ChatGPT. Sorry, with too many tools, with DS Amazon Quick View. And it looks straight away like, no, that's not. Well, actually, that one right there looks interesting because we have 4 sellers. But on the whole, it looks like this company, Zarbi, I've kind of like, it's pretty much just Amazon selling their stuff at this point in time. Yeah. So again, not a great opportunity, but that's okay. There's so many more here. We've already found a bunch, right? So we don't have to kind of like reprove. There's that Bioderma, another company right there. So again, we can go and search that. We can see if there's anything of interest. And so a lot of times when we're looking for brands, to start with a brand and then we work our way backwards to find suppliers for the brand, it's a lot of just validating. So right here, we can just validate this is not going to be interesting. However, what we can do, if you're ever stuck, and some people do get stuck at this point, which I would understand if you were clicking through like, oh, I'm not seeing anything. It looks like Amazon is selling a lot of these different brands. Well, we can look and see, well, ultimately, like, what is this? What is this brand selling? And if we went back a second and we looked at one, I mean, we found a lot today that are potentials, even that Nature Made. All right. So what do Nature Made do? They do vitamins and supplements, right? We could then say to Amazon, I'm having difficulty finding opportunities with what you've given me. The brand here, we're good for Amazon wholesalers. Could you list 50 brands just like this one, but ensure that the 50 are wholesale friendly and have a history of multiple sellers selling these items. So now it's going to go and it's going to help find me 50 brands that are similar to the one that I was already looking at. And right here, there's thrown in lots of different ones, all kinds of stuff here. And already, like, there's Garden of Life. We already saw them. They looked interesting. Solgar, we know they're pretty good as well. And it goes on. There's so many different opportunities here. And then it just becomes a case of like looking through and finding more and more different brands, seeing are there multiple sellers, and working your way down through it. And really, there are so many of these, it's hard to comprehend just how many there are. Right here, look, Mommy's Bliss. It's an infant and children and child's supplement company. Going back here, searching that, we're like, all right, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I actually don't know this brand very well, so I'm just literally having a quick look. But we could see straight away that something like this, like, what is it like? It is infant and children's supplements. So again, we could search this kind of thing in Amazon, and we could start to look for brands where we're starting to see multiple FBA sellers on the listings. So this one right here, this one does, yeah, there's 2 there. That's LMNT that we looked at. So that they did actually list that, funny enough, ChatGPT did. So that could be another interesting one. Garden of Life, of course, that we already looked at. These are sponsored, but it doesn't really matter, right? We see multiple sellers are on them. So that's interesting. Here's one right here. And that is our Mommy's Bliss, 2 sellers on that one. So I'll have a quick look at that. So it does look like there are listings here where multiple sellers are selling on them. This one is Amazon. Let's just click in here and see what's going on here. So we've got, event supplies, and then ships from Amazon sold by them. So yes, like, we are seeing that FBA sellers are selling these items. Like, here's another one. So that's good as well. And you can just do that for free. It doesn't cost you anything to look at something like that. And then you can go into their store and you can just see more results. They only have 41. They got some DVDs. So this kind of gives me the vibe that they might be doing a bit of arbitrage potentially. But more Text Joy seasoning, right? Again, steak seasoning. I wouldn't have thought of that brand. We can go look at that now. And we can see what's that about. So it's not really ever the case that there's no opportunities. It's just a case that you got to spend your time, got to work your way down through it, and you got to look and see where there are multiple sellers. This one here, look, 3 sellers, 2 sellers, 2 sellers. So straight away we found something that does look very wholesale friendly. And what we'll do is we'll just click into one of these just to see, all right, well, what's like the opportunity? Because look, we're looking here at the BSR. This was 36,000. Let's click into that. And so, you know, have a great day are selling it right now. And this one here, I don't expect the sales to be ridiculously big or anything, but there's $3,899 in sales and something like that. People are selling, like they're making the sales, they're sharing the sales. This could be a $500 a month item for you, you know? It may not be something that makes you tens of thousands, but they're right there. Like there's money being made right now. But what did we learn earlier on? We can look at steak seasoning. So we can look at, well, where are there other brands now of steak seasoning brands? Are they wholesale friendly? So now we start to get a list, or even here, we could go back to ChatGPT and say, we found Text Joy have a lot of opportunity, has a lot of opportunity. That's a little bit of bad English there. That's all good for us. Could you list 25 steak, no, I thought I copied it. Steak seasoning brands where I could find wholesale opportunity. So that's going to do the same thing, and it's going to give us a whole bunch of ideas. We already searched steak seasoning here, and we found more. McCormick Grill. Again, I don't know if any of these are suitable. Here's Pappy's Choice, 2 sellers. So right there, Pappy's Choice could be another interesting brand for us. 410 results, lots of different products. Some of these, again, are like we're getting the Pappy's gifts now, and that's why it can be an issue. Looking at something like this, it doesn't mean there's 410 of those products. It just means there's a lot of listings. But this one here, like the one that we were just looking at, it's $21 as well, which is nice. There, look, Myriad Traders are selling that item. And that's going to be making decent money in that category. I'm just going to actually look and see how much it's bringing in. Yeah, nearly $20,000 in sales per month with that one listing that we just found. And there's not really that much competition for something like that, which is good. You've got Speedy Wishlist, but they're shipping themselves. You got Nadia's Supply Depot. They're $22.95. So they are non-competitive because it's selling for $21.95. So there you go. So this is like the work that we do to find opportunities on Amazon. And it's often going to be utilizing things like AI to get us started, give us ideas. Then we work our way down through by just jumping onto Amazon and starting to think. And we can use all these strategies today. Like we can start with a brand. We start to work our way down. We did not start this video by thinking we were going to end up talking about steak seasoning, but that's how it can go when you just start working your way down through. You can go into categories, right? Specific categories. You can do so much here. So I hope you got a ton of value from today's video. Give it a like and also jump down below and type FBA to let me know, number one, you enjoyed the video, but number two, you'd like to learn more about this and how you can work with our team to help you get your own business set up, selling stuff just like this on Amazon and so much more. So I hope you enjoyed this one. And I would also recommend now watch this one next, because this is the next thing you need to look at in order to get your Amazon business up and running. So we'll see you in the next one.